We just got off a 2-hour call with Robert Wensley, the CEO of Investorlift. If you don't know him, this guy is a killer. His company does $1.2 billion a month in real estate. And right now, there are $11 billion in total transactions running through a system with 5.8 million buyers. And he pulled up our actual deals and showed us exactly what we were doing wrong. You see, there's a pricing mistake that kills most wholesale deals before they even have a chance. And a simple $5,000 strategy that gets end buyers off the fence almost every time. And he broke down both. But honestly, that's not even the best part. Because what you're really getting here is a look inside a $1.2 billion a month real estate operation, the lead tracking system to make sure nothing dies in your pipeline, how to look at any deal and know if it's gonna move or sit, and how to stop chasing deals that were never gonna close in the first place. So sit back, relax, try to soak up as much of this call as possible. So we're gonna show you what Robert is saying is absolutely true. Again, my team locked up these 2 deals earlier this week. He's never seen them. He doesn't know anything about them. We're gonna go ahead and pull them up. We are here today also with Josh, who is the CEO of our wholesale company. And he's going to go through and actually show the deals. Right now, we're going to look at them with Robert and see what we can do here.
Hell yeah. Let's dive in. All right, Josh, tell me about these deals. When I get on the phone, I want to sound like they actually are my deals. And like one of the worst things is you get on the phone and someone asks you a question, you have no fucking idea, which I'm sure I'll run into that a little bit. And I'll just play the whole like, oh yeah, I got my partner Josh here. Give me 1 sec. Let me ask. But I want to try to learn as much about the deals as possible so I sound like a professional when I'm on the phone and not like an idiot.
100%. So we have 2 properties. Both are long-term tenant occupied properties in a
Currently occupied?
correct.
So we're selling these with tenants in place?
Yes, the tenants renewed on September 1st of this year in a 2-year agreement. So
Okay.
they're tenant occupied for 2 years.
And okay, because that's always the next question. So I can tell you've sold some deals because you already know the next question the buyer's going to ask you is how long have the tenants been in place? Now, do you know anything about their payment history? Have they ever been behind, or are they consistent on their payments?
Great tenants. The first property, the tenants have been there for 5 years since the seller bought the property. And then the second one, they've been there 2.5 years. He said they both were jumping up and down to sign a 2-year lease. They want to stay. This is their home. They have no plans to move anywhere.
Okay. And how much are these properties cash flowing? Are they cash flow positive?
They are.
Okay. Have you done any math to figure out like what the cap rate or the cash on cash return would be on investing in one of these?
I have not.
Okay.
We haven't looked at that, but we have looked at it from the standpoint of if somebody's going to go in and buy this, even with like, standard commercial lending, putting 20% down, they're still cash flow positive to a degree where it's like, okay, if I was buying in this area, I personally would buy this deal.
Okay. How much do you think these things would cash flow per month? What do you guys think?
With including looking at, things like vacancy, maintenance, CapEx, it's still going to be, each one of them is positive $350 to $450, I believe,
That's
a month.
pretty good.
And that's with looking like that is net. So you have room and there's equity in both properties at the prices that we're looking at.
I love it. One of the things I'll sometimes do when I'm posting a deal. So first of all, this is awesome that they're cash flow positive because it's so hard to find cash flow positive properties right now.
Yeah.
A lot of people are doing cash flow negative properties just to pick up depreciation because like inventory is so tight. But the market's starting to loosen up a little bit, right? There's a lot more inventory coming, which is great because we can now start picking up some of these properties that cash flow. Now, one of the things I typically would do is build my cash flow analysis on acquisitions. And if you already have that on Investorlift under documents, you can just upload that as a document. I don't think we necessarily need to do it today, but that's one way where you can just grab a bunch of eyeballs. Of course, like buyers are going to do their own due diligence, but when guys are first looking at deals, what they want to do, the first like barrier we got to do is just like, should I spend time on this, right? And if you like are like, hey, cash flow, is this cash flow positive? Check the link below, and they look at your Excel spreadsheet or your Google Drive or whatever, and they're like, oh, okay, I don't agree with all the numbers, but like this is not bad. Then they'll go and do their own analysis, and I find we can get more quality leads that way. But okay, sick. Why don't one of you guys share your screen and just show everyone what the deals look like?
Okay, so this is the first one. So there's 2 properties. This one on Bethune has been kept up to date with maintenance. Everything in the property is nice, but it has not been fully remodeled. The other one is full remodel up to 2025 and great shape. So this is the smaller of the 2. This one is a 3.2 at 1152 square feet. These tenants are paying 1,100 a month, and it has been rented for 7 to 8 years. He has recently remodeled the kitchen with new backsplash and countertops, obviously new carpet, painted walls, hot water heater installed, central air is in good shape. He said the only desired update is new kitchen cabinets, new roof and new windows. Those were put in a year and a half ago. Fresh paint. He just repainted the siding in the exterior. The basement is just standard crawl space, nothing crazy.
Cool.
Septic pump, and then he added a wooden deck and porch. He did not give us awesome photos for this one. That was the one thing we did not have time to get professional photos, but he took probably 10 on this one and 5 or 6 on the other one.
Okay. Photos do definitely help a lot. What we see in the
100%.
data is after about 40 photos, we see a big uptick in offers. But hopefully we get enough that we can get some traction.
Yeah, generally we go and get our professional photos done, but just on the turnaround, we didn't get it done this week.
Okay. What is going on?
Robert, that always reminds me of that story you told. Will you tell it real quick about the Airbnb thing with the photos?
Yeah, so funny story. Hey, David, you want to ping the engineering team? Investorlift is like, something's weird. I wonder if they're running a software release right now. They shouldn't be.
Yeah, I'm tricking in on it right now.
Robert, when we did our onboarding call with, I believe it was Daniel, I use Safari on this. He mentioned that that's a problem because I actually get a lot of dead pages, but he said it's a Safari problem more than anything else.
Yeah, I'm on Chrome and I'm getting the same thing.
Okay.
So yeah, the story that Tyson mentioned. So Airbnb, when Airbnb was first getting started, one of the problems they had was like the booking rate was just horrible. And then they were looking at their data and they saw that there was this one property in New York City that was just consistently booked, like nonstop. So the founders actually flew up to New York City to go interview the guy that was renting the place to see like what is it that he's doing different. Turns out the guy was a professional photographer and he just had phenomenal photos of the place he was renting. So they're like, huh, this is interesting. So after they met with him, what they did is they called up every other Airbnb host in the city. By the way, they were almost out of money. They said that they had literally, you know, those baseball card books? They had one of those
Yeah.
baseball card books full of credit cards that they had maxed out on the business and had only a few $1,000s left in the bank account or about to go bankrupt. But they went and they saw that, oh, this guy is a photographer. He took good photos. He's booked up nonstop. They went out, they bought a camera. They knocked on every single Airbnb listing, shot professional photos of all of them themselves. The founders literally did this them themselves, went to every single listing in the city, re-uploaded the photos, and then all of a sudden the booking rates took off. They started making a shit ton of money, and then within 12 months or so of that, they were a multi-billion-dollar company. All came down to the photos. Photos are the key in real estate.
In virtual flip formula, our inner circle, we say there are two things that sell deals. Number one is price. If it's priced right, it's gonna fly. Number two is photos, right?
Yeah.
We want to catfish our buyers.
100%. All right.
The biggest,
Okay,
Oh,
we're good by the way on the site. They were just pushing something out. He said it's done.
yeah, the biggest thing I see with photos is it's the one thing that keeps people from making an offer sight unseen. If we have good photos, they're more times than not willing to offer sight unseen. So that's kind of the big thing. And generally, without good photos, they need to go get their feet and go see
Yeah.
it.
So one thing I sometimes do on these, and I don't know if you guys want me to do this or not, but I could get guys to sign agreements with like 24 hours to go walk the property if we want to like go get a contract signed live on the call.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is that fine? Okay. Downside there is you're kind of locking it up, but I usually just say you got 24 hours, and at that, like by 5 p.m. tomorrow, you guys submit your MD, or I'm going to the next buyer.
What's our current agreement with the one lady, Josh? Just to make sure that I don't.
Yeah. Can buyers come see it? Do we have access?
We do. We just haven't gone down that route with them because of the tenants. We can certainly get access, but these tenants are actively living in the property, so it'll be a little difficult.
So they got to be serious. So that we can use that as an excuse. Say, hey, we want a contract signed first, and make sure you're legit. And I'll look for like a legit guy that's not going to fuck around and try to shop us.
But Josh,
This is the
I know we had somebody make an offer. Do you have any kind of promise with her or any like agreement that I need to know about or we need to know about?
No, so this is the vacant one. The other one, which is the Benedict one. So she came in at, where is it? It's this one. She came in at 160. She got confirmation from her lender that they can do assignments. She wants a little bit of back pay on it though, so she wants to assign it to herself at 170, but then her husband is a real estate agent, so they're trying to get a little bit of kickback from their lender. So me and Blake are having a Zoom call with her this afternoon, but so we don't have anything, like we haven't promised her the deal
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
All right. I
He has
just
a
wanted
couple more steps, but we have full freedom to sell this one right now.
Beautiful.
Okay.
All right, which one do you want me to start with?
I mean, we should probably start with the one that's 100% available, which
Yeah.
is the one on Bethune.
Okay, I'm gonna pop into anything else I should know about before I jump in
Um,
on my end.
Not that I can think of. Would you like the rental agreements? Because I have those on hand if you would like to see those.
Yeah, those would be good. I mean, we could also just upload those under documents. Do you want to just upload those under documents?
Yeah, that's probably the easiest thing to do.
All right, first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna kick this thing over to available. It is now live on the site. I'm just gonna take a quick look at the deal, make sure everything looks good. We're asking 145. Okay, we'll look at the photos. Okay, not too bad. You know, it's not something I would rent, but like for $1,000 a month, not too bad. Okay, you got all the stuff in here. This is good. Central AC. Did we have age of the air conditioning unit? Okay.
This is the property that is not up to modern standards. So I would imagine it's original, but it's just in good working shape. The other property, everything is brand new.
Okay. Let me see what we got on the Zestimate. I know Zestimates are off. Okay, so we are trying to sell it at Zestimate, which on a flip, you know, usually like really jacks us up. But the fact that this is cash flowing is good. One of the things I like to do also is just check the rentometer. I always have rent. Hey, David, can you check the rentometer on this thing? Because I'm wondering if we could even,
The rent's
it's
better
only
gonna be.
vacant, right? Because I'm wondering if we could push the rents up.
Let's see.
I know that the lady that was interested in the other one, she also wanted to buy this one, and that was her one thing is she wanted to get the rents to 1,700 and to 1,500. She thought that these were below fair market.
Yeah, I mean, we got a rent estimate here of 1,700, so I'm
Yeah,
definitely gonna put that. Oh, this is tenant occupied.
they
Oh,
both
the
are.
one we're selling is tenant occupied, correct?
They both are.
They both are. Okay, sorry, I thought one was vacant. Okay.
Bethune is a 3-2, Josh.
Correct. And then the one big percentage was a 2-unit multifamily, but when he did the full up to modern standard model, he blew the wall, and now it is a 2.
Okay. That's not this one, right? This is the dated one.
No, that's the other one. Yeah, that is the other one. This one, nothing is up to modern standards. Everything is just in good working shape. Carpets are clean, walls are good, AC works, everything works. It's just nothing is new.
Okay, beautiful. All right, I think it looks pretty good. What I'm gonna do, so see, just adding that rent estimate is just gonna catch people's attention a lot more.
And here, Robert, I can upload the rentometer. It's saying average 1944, median 1980. So it's
Nice. Take a screenshot and upload that under photos.
Josh, I'm texting it to you right now.
Yeah, just send it to me. The lease is in the documents for Bethune, and I'm adding Benedict right now.
There's no like rent control or anything in these areas, right?
No, there is not.
Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee, you know. If it's a red state, you're good.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the wrong coast state.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why housing is cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm just taking a quick look here. Okay, there's a lot of activity in this area, so that's good.
Tyson, this is for Bethune, correct? The one we're working on right now.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, it's a nice. I'm actually familiar with this area. I've been up there before. It's a really nice suburb. It's where everyone that wants to get out of a little bigger, more expensive property. If you look at the area, the average home is in that 600 to 800 range. So we're definitely on the lower end of this area.
I like that. Okay, I'm trying to think. Hey, David, before I blast this out, is there any other tweaks you'd make to the description?
No, I don't think so.
Let's let it rip. I mean, we could do a whole like AI analysis of the market and everything, but maybe we'll keep it simple on this one, just to get on the phone quicker.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so have you guys been using Autopilot?
Yes, I have.
So this thing has been game changer for us. Actually, you want to see something crazy? I want to show you the
So,
actual stats on this. No one has actually ever seen this. This will be the first time that this data has actually been shown publicly. So this is the volume of transactions on Investorlift each year. We're consistently growing at 60% year over year. 60% every year, just up another 60%. Now check this out. We rolled out Iris AI January of this year. You guys want to see the impact of it? It's one thing for me to say, oh, it works really well. It's another thing to see the actual data. This is the volume of transactions on Investorlift since day one. You see at the beginning, it's pretty flat. That's because Investorlift was only for me. I had a monopoly on it. I built it initially just for me. I wanted to be the first $100 million a year real estate wholesaler. I wanted to keep it all for myself. But they got really expensive to run. So you'll see there's a little uptick. That's when I brought on my first like dozen or so friends. Then you'll see there's that big spike. That's when Tyson and everyone came on, like the first like OG cartel bosses. Remember that cartel summit down in Tulum,
Oh, how could I
Mexico?
forget? How could I forget?
How sick was that?
Dude, I mean, that's a highlight. I put that as a massive milestone in my career.
I
That
feel
that that opened my eyes.
that's what got you into real estate, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, so we'd been in there for a year, but after that, I always talk about like, when I got started, me and my dad, we did, just shy of 400,000, our first 400,000 in assignments, our first year. Very next year, this is right after the summit, we did over 1 million. Like
Let's
I
go.
went to that summit, and then like a couple months later, I was driving a 911 and wearing Rolexes. Like,
I feel like we should cut to some B-roll right now from that summit.
yeah. Oh, dude, if you have that, actually,
Oh well, yeah. I'll send you that
yeah,
hype video. Remember the hype video I sent
yeah,
out?
yeah. Yeah. If you could send that, that'd be a phenomenal assets to use for this.
Yeah. The crazy thing is like the guys that came out to that summit, a lot of us were like just getting started or like, and like everyone that came out to that summit just skyrocketed. Now it's like the who's who of real estate wholesaling.
Crazy.
So that's where we get that spike. Then they jacked up rates. Then you get the drop off. Then you see it goes back up, and then you see another drop. Then you see that final drop that was Q4 last year. The market was getting a little tight. Everything was really locked up. And then you see where it skyrockets. We went from $2.8 billion in offers in Q4 last year to $5.3 billion in Q1, the first quarter that we launched the AI.
Jeez.
Almost doubled offer volume. And then so look at this. This is the impact on days it takes to sell a deal. From deal posting to offer accepted, we were at 15.6 before we launched the AI. By May, we had it down to 4 days, stabilized around there. And then here's what I was telling you earlier. Without using the AI, 27,000 on average per deal when we ran these numbers. And then we were at 33 using the AI. So yeah, use the AI. It's insane. All right, so we're going to use AI. Always use AI. So right now it's looking at every buyer interaction that has ever happened on Investorlift, and it's analyzing those to figure out who has the highest probability of selling the deal. Every night we track every single buyer interaction on every single deal, billions of data points every month.
Give us an idea of some of those data points, right? It's looking at how long they're looking at deals, they're making offers.
How many images they're looking at, how much do you spend on your deal versus the average deal that they look at? Like we know that, hey, when like this particular guy, when he's not interested in a deal, he bounces off of it in 30 seconds. But then when he's really interested in it, he spends 5 minutes. And that's a high indication that he has high intent to buy this deal or a deal like this. Versus someone else, they might spend 5 minutes looking at every deal and then 20 minutes looking at it when they buy. Or some users have behavior where they'll come back to the same deal. So there's an individualized behavioral profile built for every single user as they shop on the site. And that tells us what they're really interested in. And then even if they're shopping on the site and they're looking for a very specific type of deal and they're buying a very specific type of deal in an area, those are the ones that are going to surface. A few years ago, it used to be spray and pray, where you just try to send out like 5,000 emails. But with the new AI email spam filters, like that doesn't work anymore. What you want to do is you want to go micro. You only need one.
Right.
The holy grail would be to send one email and one text to make one phone call, and that person buys the deal. So people are like, oh, but it's only sending out, 133 buyers. Yeah, but those are the best 133 buyers. Yeah. So the quality of leads goes way up. We have way better conversations. It's way less time to sell a deal. Instead of taking 15 days to sell a deal, we're going down to 4 days.
Think about it. I mean, if you do the same thing on the acquisition side, how about instead of me having to pull a list of 10,000, properties that I'm going to have a VA call over the next month, what if it was just, hey, here are the top 133 of them that you can get on the phone with?
That is coming.
All right.
Now, and people are like, oh, 532 credits. What's that? Each credit is a penny. So this costs $5 to send. So $5 to go make another $6,000. We're going to do that all day long. All right. Magic has happened. Boom. That's teed off. Now, I'm not going to just stop with just the AI campaign. I'm going to send some additional campaigns, right? So I always do MMS. MMS means we send with a photo. SMS is 900 times higher response rate than email. MMS is 1,200% more. It's more expensive to send with the photo because the telecom providers charge us more money, but it's definitely worth it. Okay, so I'm going to go grab the county.
Wait, hold up. On that other page, that phone number that it's sending from?
From here. Oh, this is just if you want to test it.
Okay, gotcha. Understood.
You can put in your own phone number here to see what it looks like. By the way, Josh, are you the dispo manager on this?
Yeah.
These text messages will include your phone number, so you might get inbound calls from buyers. If you do, just answer them and be like, hey, I got a call. And or if you get inbound text, let me know, and you could do some calls as well. I'm gonna go blast this out as well.
The one thing I did want to bring up while we had you, which would be really cool for my job. So like when you signed up and you sent me a address request, I have text notifications on my phone that says Robert Wensley asked for an address request.
Yeah.
Obviously periodically throughout the day, I'm walking the dog, I'm out at the store, I'm doing something. It would be really cool if when I get this text that I can touch a button and send it without having to be at my computer. Because like right now I have PTSD. I'm carrying my computer with me everywhere so that I don't miss stuff.
It's coming.
Cool.
Before year end, you should have a solution.
That's going to be awesome because obviously I'm not at the computer 15 hours a day, but I get PTSD. I'm a mile away. I'm like, oh my God, this guy wants this thing now, but I can't get it to him.
Yeah, and beyond that too, you're gonna have we're gonna have the ability to dispo from mobile.
Sweet.
Where like all of Investorlift will be in your pocket. I'm also gonna send out some emails because emails are cheap. I don't want to go too big. I think 800 is fine. We're not gonna get the same kind of click-through rate on emails, but like we can go a little bit bigger. So you see like our click-through rate on these is phenomenal already. Like we got 16.2% already open here, 40% open on here. They're already starting to open, which is great. Now, if we go over to Artemis mode is going to show us everyone that is looking at the deal, right? So we call Artemis. Do you know what Artemis is? What the god is a god of? In Greek mythology, Artemis is the god of the hunt. So I always loved Dispo. When I was wholesaling, I hated the acquisition side because it's just like a numbers game, like just pound through as many phone numbers as you can until someone wants to sell their house. And then like, yeah, I didn't like that side, but I love the Dispo side because it's like the art of the hunt, finding the perfect buyer. So you see like this deal, we just bossed it out, literally 30 seconds. Look at this. We already got like 50 leads. Now the cool thing is when it says AI, that means that, the AI is saying that, hey, we think this is a good buyer for the deal. So a lot of these AI matches are already coming in. The other cool thing too is when you see these green check marks beside the phone number, that means that that user has two-factor authenticated that phone number. So that's 100% their number and it's two-factor verified. So very cool. The other thing we do in RS mode is we see like a lot of other houses in the same area that have been sold. Like this one was sold for 155. Very similar to ours, and we're at 145, even cheaper. So I can go look at the guys that spent a bunch of time looking at this, like this guy just made an offer on this deal literally a few blocks away. So like this is going to be a prime buyer for us to call. Flipper,
Well, and then
landlord.
look at reviews. That's the guy that you gave a review to. You gave him a 5-star review.
Oh, then that probably means he's on Investorlift.
And one thing I want to mention, if you're sitting here and you're watching this right now and you're like, wow, what a competitive advantage. No wonder there are people that are out there that are doing 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 deals a month. And you're stuck trying to do 1 or 2, right? If that's you, it's because yes, we have an unfair advantage. And if you want that unfair advantage for yourself, there's a link down below where you can go ahead, get signed up for this website. And when you use code Tyson10, you're even going to get a sick discount just for being a part of the community.
Let's go. All right, so the old way that I used to display these is one of my favorite things is while I'm waiting for my campaigns to hit, because it's going to take a while for those to come in. We sent out the email blast, but people are going to open the emails over the next 24 hours. The text come in a little bit faster. But one of my favorite strategies would be I'd click deals nearby. And what that would do is that would pull in a master lead list of all the guys that are making the most activity in this area. So it's basically a master lead list of all the lead lists of everyone shopping in this area. You see, like even in a tiny little town like this, you can't drive more than 5 minutes without driving past a house that was sold on Investorlift. In cities like Phoenix or Texas and like California, Florida, you literally can't drive more than about 3 or 4 blocks without driving past a house that was sold on Investorlift. Like we did almost 100,000 houses last year and we're growing at 60% per year. Like this is the new MLS. This is the spot. It is the marketplace for real estate investors. 15 million people are hitting the site every year, over 1.2 million every single month. And you get to piggyback off of all that traffic. So like this guy, we see like he made offers on all these different properties or shopped on all these different properties nearby. So like sometimes when I see something like that, it could even be like a one and done, like this guy is so qualified. I'm going to call this guy and then I'm going to show you the new way I do it. Cause this is like so easily teed up.
By the way, I have touched base with him, so he's going to be familiar with these when you called him.
Oh, okay. You already touched base with him on this deal?
Yeah, when we contracted these earlier this week, I came across him in a Facebook group in Tennessee, and when I saw his name on here, I have talked to him, but he doesn't have a ton of details. It was same day when we talked.
So what I love about that is like, you're trying to find people in like Facebook groups and stuff, but with one click. I didn't have to go into any Facebook groups and like do any of that. Just one click, I'm like, hey, here's one of the biggest guys in this area. One of the things I might do, actually, just because I like to keep my leads organized, is move over to the new Investorlift.ai. Okay. Because what will happen, you see the leads are starting to pop in. This is kind of my new way of displaying. This is a new product we're developing. And what's happening is you don't have to go over to Artemis mode or God mode or basically do anything. What's going to happen is the AI is working and analyzing all the data, all the billions of data points in our system to go find who has the highest probability of buying a deal. So it's working right now. I'm going to let this cook for a minute. And anyone can get access to this. If you have Investorlift, just go to investorlift.ai and you can take it for a test ride. But I'm actually just going to call this Cassidy guy. I'm going to call a couple guys here just while that's cooking. And see if any of them are interested. By the way, pro tip, if you guys are dialing your cell phone, first of all, I don't recommend dialing your cell phone. Normally what you want to do is use a dialer that like one that I really like is Just Call, because it'll have a Chrome plugin that you can just install in Chrome. And then any phone numbers you can just click to call. But I just don't have that set up on my computer right now.
With that, Robert, can you like have multiple phone numbers where, like, for instance, I'm calling from the same area code this guy's using?
For sure. Like you could totally do that. You just buy a phone number in that area and then use it while you're displaying the property and then just get rid of it. Because usually most of these systems will charge you like $1 a month for a phone number. But if you're like just in one market, like for sure I'd do that. Make sure the phone numbers are all registered for like caller ID and everything. There's all these different registrations so that you don't show up as spam. The other thing you can do is if it's a really good buyer, you can send them a text preemptively being like, hey, this is Tyson, I have an off-market deal. That way when you call them, you're kind of like soft introing yourself. Then when you call them, instead of saying unknown number or possibly spam, it'll show up as maybe Tyson. So that's a hack that I used to have built into my CRM. So anyone that I called, right before I called them, it would send them a text automatically. And so I'd always have a soft intro on every number right before I dialed it. That will improve your initial contact rate by like 20-25%, which actually, like when you're running a big shop, like I was running a shop at the time when I discovered that that was doing like $1 million a month. And then by the next year, we're doing $2 million a month. So
Yeah, little things like that. That's gold.
yeah, I had this guy running my number in my phone. I think he might be, this is another Investorlift guy. If I gave him a 5-star review, that means I probably sold one of his deals on one of these earlier Dispo lives. I think I actually remember selling one of his deals. That's funny. I'm now doing a Dispo live trying to sell someone a deal to someone that I already sold a deal for.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
This is Robert Wensley, CEO of Investorlift. I'm actually on Dispo Live right now. I think I might have done one for you earlier. But I got a property out in, it's a cash flowing rental. Rent's estimate is $1,700 a month. It's a 3-2, 1,152 square feet. Looks like a pretty solid deal. We're looking to move it for 145 today. I don't know if you're buying right now, but if you're interested or you know someone that's interested, give me a ring back. We'd love to see if maybe we can do another deal together. Bye. I think I sold this guy a deal. Let me check my text with him. This would be so funny if this is the guy that I'm thinking of. Yeah, he's in CG. Yeah, okay, I know him from CG. That's what it is. So yeah, he's legit. Okay, let's see. Who do we have? I'm gonna call a couple of these Artemis Mode guys, and then I'm gonna move over to Investorlift.ai. Where's my Artemis Mode? Did I click away? Yeah, I clicked away. Starting to get the man. Another pro tip, you can copy and paste phone numbers if you have an iPhone. So if you have an iPhone, that's where I was actually going with this. I was saying you should use a power dialer, but you can also just click on your dialer and then it'll pop up the paste button. And as long as you have Bluetooth connected between your computer, you can just paste the phone number. Saves you a ton of time. You should never manually dial a phone number. Yeah, he just made an offer in March. So if he's wrapped up this deal, he might be looking for another one.
Hey, you've reached Dustin. I'm sorry, but I'm not able to answer the phone right now. You'll leave a detailed message with your name and number. I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. Thanks and have a great day.
After you have finished your message, just hang up. Or to hear more options, please press
I'm not going to
1.
leave everyone a voicemail. Hey, this is Robert Wensley from Investorlift calling. I got a pretty hot off-market deal in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. I see you're pretty active in the area. Was wondering if you're looking at picking up a cash flowing rental. Rent's estimate is $1,700 a month. We're looking to move it today for $145. Let me know if you're interested. Talk to you soon. These like top guys, I'll probably leave some voicemails. I won't do that on every buyer though. You'll tend to just get a lot of callbacks. Again, like this guy's pretty active. We got a verified phone number. I'm definitely gonna call him.
How important is leaving voicemails in your opinion, Robert?
It's very important because these guys are all out in the field, right? So typically what happens on dispos, if you don't sell the deal, like during your, like I usually like to sit down for like 2-3 hours and just dial. And they're going to answer the phone like
Your call has been forwarded
10% of the time. So the rest are going to call you back in the evening.
Please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
This is Robert from Investorlift calling. I got a hot off-market deal in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. I see you're active in the area. It's cash flowing rental. Rent's estimate is $1,700 a month. It's a 3-2, 1,152 square feet. We're looking to move it today for $145. It's in pretty good shape. If that's something that interests you, give me a ring back at this number. Talk to you soon. Yeah, so like you'll be leaving a bunch of voicemails, and then the evening, a lot of times you're going to be doing your contracts and scheduling shit in the evening. So a lot of times I get a lot of callbacks in the evening. This guy's pretty old. This is 2021, so I'm just going to skip over him. And you see here, like he's got 2 1-star reviews. So like this guy's probably already banned. Let's see, is he banned? Not banned yet. Let's ban him. So on the lower level accounts, there has to be 3 reports. So he's got 2 reports. But on the higher level accounts, if you have a higher level tier, you have the power to just ban anyone. So I'm seeing 2, even though he's ID verified, phone number verified, I'm seeing reports here. Oh, one from you, Tyson. Oh, that's because I'm logged in your account. Steve McDougall. I know
I
who
saw
this is.
we got someone banned like a month ago.
Yeah, let's clear. We banned like 260,000 people. And now we have this new AI called Sentry Mode that automatically detects their behavior and bans them on autopilot. This guy's in my phone too. It's funny that I'm popping in a city that like, I don't even know, but like half these buyers are in my phone. Like, I'm not making it up. Like, it's funny because I've just like every week I'm dispoing, you know? So like,
The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
hey, what's up? This is Robert Wensley from Investorlift calling. I got an off-market deal that I'm looking to move, and you've had some activity in the area. We'd love to see if you're interested in taking a look at it. Rent's estimate is $1,700 a month. We are pretty much giving it away today for $145. Let me know if you're interested. Bye. Okay. So I left a few voicemails there. Let's move over to, I want to like demonstrate different ways of doing this. So this is like, we're looking at people that are very active in the area. We might come back to this, but I want to do like a little bit of like each way of doing dispo. So the next thing I'm going to move over to is I'm going to move over to Investorlift.ai, okay? Because this is where we're have the AI find us leads. So obviously, you know, I was looking at the deal. I pop in here. I'm just going to move myself over to not interested. I'll put no longer buying. Is you put in reasons, by the way, this makes the AI smarter. So is people are moving people across to interested, not interested. That's giving feedback to the AI. All right. New inbound. There you go. You might be interested in this. He's top on the list. He's looking right now.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Hey, this is Robert Wensley from Investorlift. I got an off-market rental I'm looking to assign today. Rent's estimates around $1,700 a month. Cash flows we're pretty much giving it away today for $145. If you're interested, give me a ring back. So what I love about this is like it's just so easy, just left to right. Like that's all you got to do. Like you post your deal, left to right. Like, okay, so Cassie, this is funny. This is the guy from CG I was just calling. So obviously he listened to my voicemail, probably checked his text, and he's looking at it right now. I love calling people while they're looking at the deal.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, it's Robert Wensley from Investorlift calling.
Hey, what's going on, Robert? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I saw you were just taking a look at our deal we got in town. Are you looking to pick up some rentals?
Yeah, I just got your message, and I was looking at this thing to see if I could do anything with it.
Yeah, you got some rentals in the area already, or?
I've got some rentals in Knoxville, but I buy in Oak Ridge.
Yeah, I hear it's a good area. I'm not super familiar, but I got a guy in the area, Josh, and he's like, "Hey, this is a good spot to be."
Yeah, I'm just looking at it here.
This guy's a legit buyer. Where I said it could be a one and done. Like the system's showing he made offers on like 5 different things. Yeah, they just renewed the lease in September. Mm-hmm. So, 10's going to be in there for a little bit longer, but the rent's estimate has got it at $1,700. And then rental meters got median in the area for the square footage at 1980, average 1944, lowest 25th percentile at 1640, and then highest 25 percentile at 2250. So like it looks like it's already cash flowing, but like, I mean, if you put a new tenant in here or raise the rents, this could be a nice cash machine.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad. What is the How can you get in there or view it or whatever?
So this one's got a tenant in place. You're in CG, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't normally tell people this, but I'm actually on a webinar demoing Investorlift right now.
Oh yeah.
Showing off our AI, and our AI identified you as the very top number one buyer for this deal.
Okay.
What I said at the
Gotcha.
beginning of the webinar is we're going to find someone that is a serious buyer that we can trust, that we know in the area. It might be some finagling to get someone in there. But our plan on this webinar is to find someone that would be willing to agree on price, that like, hey, if there's nothing major on this thing, I'd take it at 145. We sign an agreement, but we throw a 24-hour contingency on it. That way, if we go through all the finagling of dealing with like setting up a time to go see it tomorrow, then we know like we're good to go. We sign an agreement today, 24-hour inspection period, and then you go see it tomorrow. If you like it, you submit your EMD by the end of the day. If not, it's all good. We just move on to the next guy.
Gotcha.
What do you think? Do you like it at 145?
I like it at less than 145.
I like it at 100. You know, like I like it at 0. You know, but I think it's going to move at 145. I just blasted it out. I have 2 pages of guys.
With you.
Yeah.
I just sold one for 130. Same house.
Yeah.
Oak Ridge that needed a lot. You know what I mean? So
this is a pretty good deal if it's pretty good condition.
Yeah, it will probably sell for 145.
Yeah, new water heater, central air system is working. It just needs an updated kitchen. That's really the only thing. It doesn't really need much more than that. Maybe some carpet and paint. It's low risk, easy money.
Yeah.
Do you buy cash or do you work with a hard money lender?
Both. I do both. Normally on a rental, I would do cash and then just do
Refi out.
Refi with a bank. Yeah.
I got something even more interesting here. I got another one on the same, like pretty much the same street. Does that make things? Because I know you're more and like this is Oak Ridge, it's a little bit further out, but there's the potential you could just pick up 2 that are like right on the same street. Would that be something that would interest you?
I think the guy called me about this yesterday.
Yeah, Josh. You probably talked to Josh.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't even have it listed yesterday. They were just calling the top guys on the AI system here. Do you want me to text you the other one? I can send you the other one right now. You just tell me what you think about it. This is the other one, right? No?
And it's in drafts.
It's in drafts. Which one is it?
Right there.
This one right here. All right, okay, this one's not even live yet, so you're literally going to be the first person to see it. Okay, let me go grab the URL here.
This is the one that's up to full 2025 modern update.
Okay, so this one's already been updated. They just updated the whole thing. This one, it's the same owner on both, right?
Yes.
Yeah. They just put in new carpets. 4 bed, 2 baths. Fully remodeled a year ago. Electrical and plumbing systems were just done. All the outlets were replaced. New HVAC, new air conditioning. New roof, 5 years ago on the roof. New windows. Siding's in good shape. Because that might give you some synergy because you'd have 2 right beside each other. Easier to manage.
Yeah, this is the 14th. I remember you saying something about that. So are these literally right beside each other?
Pretty much.
I can,
let me send you a screenshot of how far they are on Google Maps.
Okay, I see here Benedict and then the other one's on Bethune. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's just a couple houses in between them. So this one's 165.
Yeah.
But let's see, what was the rent on it? 1,400.
1,400, but that's low. If you go check Zillow, I think the market rent on this should be a lot higher. I think it's over 2,000 on this one.
Yeah.
You know what a great day is?
What's that?
a great day is buying one house that cash flows. You know what a phenomenal day is?
But
Buying two fucking houses that cash flow.
okay. So, yeah, I would probably be in at around 240 to 250 on these for the pair.
240, 250 for the pair.
Yeah.
You're hurting me over here.
Quick cash close.
Quick cash close. Do you like one of them more than the other?
Well, I mean, not necessarily that, like, it would just depend on at what price. I'm not like one of them better, you know.
We're really tight on these. Like we're just looking to make, I think we're making like 10K on these or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like them, but I mean, I don't think I can get to your number.
Where would you be at on each of them?
Probably 110 and 130 in that neighborhood.
Oh,
Maybe 115 and 135. That's why I said 240 to 250.
yeah, we got them higher than that.
Yeah, so somewhere in that neighborhood.
Yeah. Do you get deals that deep these days?
We do, yeah. Yeah. It's you know, it's not easy, but obviously we, you know, do a lot of marketing and hunt for them all day. So
You're sitting there up at the top of the AI list. I'll tell you what. You know I own Investorlift, right?
right.
If I'll give you a hint here. You know why you're showing up number one on the AI list? It's because you're shopping the most in this area. If you submit an offer on both of those, you're too far out on the money, but what it will do is it'll boost your rankings in the algorithm on this area. So
Oh, really?
I can't let the properties go that cheap because I have them signed up at higher prices. But if you throw the offers in through the site, just a pro tip from one CG guy to another, that will boost you even more in the algorithms. So you'll get even more recommenders, even more calls when there's hot deals like this in the area.
Yeah, beautiful. I'll do that now.
Yeah, just throw them in. And it's good for me. Then I can say I got another offer. Don't have to say where they're at.
That sounds good. Yeah, I'll submit them now.
All right. All right. Appreciate you. I think we're a little, we'd be out of the money here, unfortunately. But if anything changes, give me a call.
All right, sounds good.
All right, brother. Thanks. All right. Every call I do with a buyer, I try to win something. Either I'm winning information, you know, like sometimes I remember I was on a call recently and the guy was like, oh, I like this. There's a new freaking like $10 billion AI plant that's being developed down the road. It's going to bring in a lot of jobs. I didn't know that. That was my first call. So I immediately went back to the deal description and added that, right? So I gaining information on why it's valuable. Sometimes people might give you information that you're way off on price because you're like in the wrong side of the neighborhood. But one of the biggest things I like to do is when I'm on the phone with a legit buyer, try to get an offer from them. Because even though, so this guy's in CG and like, you know, it's like a big boy mastermind and he's showing up at the top of the list. The big boys tend to get spoiled with the most deal flow. So their offers always can't come in very low, right? And people always are willing to move up a little bit more. So we can always circle back to him. You never know. But if he goes and submits offers on these, well, he just gave me 2 verbal offers. So now on the next call, I can say I already have offers. So that's always a win.
I mean, that was a masterclass for multiple reasons, but specifically on how important it is just to get an offer. Now here we have, you know, we're lucky to have 2 like really great, super movable deals, but on the deals that aren't, you know, as good as this might be, getting an offer is so important because for us, you know, as much as we'd love to be able to close every single wholesale deal we get, it just doesn't happen that way. Sometimes new information comes up that doesn't allow you to move the deal. But when you have an offer, even if it's less than what you have it under contract for, that makes that call with the seller, when you call them and you say, hey, look, you know, we've looked it through all of our different financial partners and here's what we're seeing. basically we have two options here. Either we can part ways, you're free to go, do something else with the property, or we've, talked to every single big partner in the area. We know exactly what this thing is going to sell for. And I know it's less than we talked about, but we can still do the same deal where we're covering the closing costs. There's no realtor fees. We can close on this date, but it's going to have to be here. Now, not every single time are they going to take that price drop, but we've seen that about 50% of the time they will. But the only way you can do that ethically is if you do actually have an offer from a serious buyer like Cassidy right there.
100%. And I'll give you another pro tip. And that pro tip is you'll notice after you send out your properties, after a while, you'll start getting a deal score, right? So that deal score, a 50% deal score means the market is responding to your deal the same as the average deal. You're getting the average number of responses, clicks, offers compared to properties in that area. If you get more offers on your deal score goes up, okay? What I like about deal score is like, if I get like 66 deal score is one standard deviation above. If I'm like in the 60s, I know this property is going to sell. If I'm in the 50s, I know I have to do a little bit of work on it. If I'm like in the 40s or 30s, then I might have to price drop or just really dig to go get an offer. So that one number tells you so much, right? Above 50, good. Below 50, you're going to have to either work a little bit harder or potentially do a little bit of price drop. You'll get the deal scores usually after about an hour or so. Once we see like 10 legit buyers looking at your deal that we know are legit buyers, then we publish the deal score. You had this other deal too. I'm just going to go ahead and just run the marketing campaigns on this one because you never know, we might get some calls. I'm just going to remove your phone number real quick. Josh, did you get any inbound, by the way? Any inbound texts or phone calls?
I got a couple address requests that I was responding to in lifetime, but no calls or text.
Okay. Beautiful.
The other thing, Tyson, too, I think would be cool to touch on the way that Robert handled the dead periods in the conversation. Like he kept adding some jokes, some humor, some other stuff to get him on the phone longer to tell him more about the property, the area.
Got a call. One second. Hello, this is Robert.
Yeah, follow my dispatch on a quarter line with Repco Solutions. How can I help you today?
Oh, I think you have the wrong number. Spam.
You were saying, Josh?
I think it'd be good for them to pay attention because what happens in those lulls is, especially if you're new, there is a lot of panic. They're like, oh my God, what do I need to say? I need to get words out of my mouth. And he just kept the conversation moving like you would want to do on the acquisition side. So it's really no different, but I really picked up a lot on how he kept getting Cassidy to keep speaking, keep telling him more, keep getting more local information that even if he's not the end buyer, we're going to have more information for the next guy we call.
Yeah. Every call should get you closer to your desired outcome, which is an offer in the right-hand column right here. By the way, one of the things I'm going to do on Cassidy is I'm going to note that he's not interested because the price is too high. That way, that will give feedback to the algorithm. Oh, there we go. See, he submitted his offer.
Yep.
We just added those cha-ching sound effects. Oh, I love them. All right, we got some more inbound here. So what this is doing too is it's looking at the Artemis mode activity where when buyers are showing enough buying intent that's like above their baseline where we're like, hey, he's showing enough buying intent. Artemis mode will show you everything, but when we see that they're making the behavior of their deal on when they're looking at yours is similar to their behavior when they go buy a deal. So I'm going to call right now. These just came in. No, we got another one already. Oh, Steve McDougall. That was one of the guys I called. He's looking at it too. And guys, this is so easy. Like you could do a deal every day. I got Robert Wensley from Investorlift calling. I saw you had some interest in the rental deal that we just pushed out. Oh, you cut out there for a second. What'd you say?
Okay.
Your phone's cutting out there. You say you're taking a look? I can't quite hear you right now. Maybe you're in a bad area. Yeah, he's in a bad cellar area. So I'll just let that guy, I'll just let him cook for a minute. Maybe he'll move around and then I'll go to another one. I just got a new inbound right now from Erica. So she's literally on the deal looking at it right now. This is why when you blast out your deals, you have to make your calls like right after you do your marketing campaigns, because you got this like couple hour window. And the best thing is when you get them on the phone, it's just like on acquisitions, right? Your chances of closing a lead on acquisitions goes down 21x after the first 5 minutes. Same principles apply on Dispo. After the first 5 minutes that they've looked at your deal, they're already on the site looking at another deal. So you want to get them while they're hot.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey Eric, this is calling. I saw you have some interest in the rental unit we just sent out. And if you're looking at picking up a rental, specifically this one, give me a ring back at this number. We'd love to walk you through the deal together. Talk to you soon. Okay, I'm over to attempted contact. I'm going to give another call back.
She sent an address request too.
Nice. So she's probably underwriting it right now.
Yeah, I'm sending it to her.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying.
Hello?
Hey, this is Robert from Investorlift calling. Reason I'm reaching out, I got an off-market deal I'm looking to assign in. Are you interested in picking up some rentals right now?
Yeah, I am. I think I might have just been looking at that.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I got 2 I just sent out. 2, and I got another one I just sent out. They're right around the corner. They're a few houses away from each other. Both cash flowing, both great properties. One of them already redone, but both in great shape.
Tell me those addresses again. I'm going to write them down real quick.
Yeah, we got 2. I can text those over to you too.
Okay. Yeah, I got them wrote down here, but yeah, feel free to text them. So what's the rent rates on those?
Yeah, so we got, they're both currently rented and tenant occupied. One of them is renting for $1,100 a month, but they're renting a little bit below market. Rent estimates got at $1,750 a month. Rental meters got it at like $1,900 a month. So there's definitely, I mean, cash flow now, but there's definitely an opportunity to raise the rents and cash flow a little bit more. So that's the one that hasn't been newly updated. Then there's one that was just, that's the one that has been updated, correct?
Benedict, yes.
Yeah. And then we got another one, also rented out for $1,100 a month. Rent's estimate also around $1,750 a month. So also an opportunity to go.
When you're saying
Benedict is
1,100 a month,
Oh, sorry, my
Right.
bad. One of them is at $1,400 a month currently. The other one's at $1,100. The bigger one's at $1,400.
Okay.
But they both could go up a little bit if you look at what the market rates are in the area. I'll text you the address for the bigger one now.
All right. And what are you asking for Benedict? How much?
So it is 145. That's the smaller one.
Backwards.
And then 294 south, sorry, is 165. Okay. And then 151, that one, we're looking to move it today for 145. We already got a couple offers in on one, and we got one offer in on the other. So I think we're probably going to sell them today. Do you have some rentals in this area already, or?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, perfect.
So, all right. Well, I'm actually in the area. I'll swing by and just do a drive by. I'm guessing I can't get inside.
No, yeah, there's some tenants in place. But if you like where we're at, the numbers, we like to work with guys like you that already have rentals in the area, because we know, hey, if you already got some rentals in there, you know what you're doing. And I like to not just do one deal with someone, but do a bunch of deals. It just work with the same buyers over and over again. So I got a new partner in this area. He's got a lot of deals spinning up. He's local. I'm not local, but he's local here in this area, knows the area very well. We got a bunch of deals spinning up. We're looking for some good experienced guys like yourself that we can offload these. And if we always try to leave some skin on the bone, right? And make sure these things cash flow. So if we can make a little bit of money and you can make money, then it's a win-win. So what we're hoping to do is find someone that's there on price to, ideally pick up both of them, and then or sell them off individually. And then what we could do is, if you're there on price, we could send over an agreement just with a 24-hour inspection contingency. You could go walk them tomorrow. We get you in and walk them tomorrow. If you're happy with them, then you submit your EMD in by the end of the day. If you don't like them, no worries. We just go on to the next guy.
All right. Well, let me, I'll just drive past him and take a look and see if I want to do anything further with it, but
Beautiful.
I'll let you know.
All right, sounds good. I'm gonna save your number into my phone right now, and I'll stand by and see if hopefully we can do these deals together and maybe a few more.
Yeah, that sounds great. Tell
Awesome.
me your name again. Robert. All right, Robert. Thank you.
Thanks, Buck. Talk to you soon. All right, that's a real buyer. He's got rentals in the area, straight to the point. Love it. Okay, so that was so he's gonna go drive by today, right now. That's what I love. If I can get an offer from a drive-by, we win.
Robert, when you guys are doing this, are you guys thinking about doing, so like that guy's a perfect example. Is there going to be a way for us to like tag him, favorite him, so that we can create our own buyers list on this platform too?
So the whole idea of a buyer's list is antiquated, right? So buyer's lists made sense back in the day when you could spray and pray and you could send out 5,000 emails. Where what you want to do is just build the list as big as possible. Today, we're in this new age of AI. Now, one of the things that the AI is looking at is every time someone interacts with your deal, it grows a new neural connection between your company and their company on the neural network. And the closer you get to offer, so if someone makes an offer, an accepted offer on your deal, that's going to grow a really strong neural connection in the neural network. If someone's like not interested, it'll show like, okay, you made some contact with this person. If someone's interested, it'll grow kind of like a medium level neural connection. Now, when the AI is working right now, it's not just looking at the properties and their interactions, but it's also looking at that buyer's interactions with your deal. So as you're using the system, it's getting smarter and it's learning. And if someone's already bought a deal from you, it's more likely to surface that deal for you in the future.
Got it. So there's no point to do all the work that I'm doing.
There's no point in like this old school 1990s antiquated, let me go get as many as I can in my CRM and spam off 1 million emails. Yeah.
All this writing
No.
I've been
Yeah, like a human can only look at 9 data points at a time when making a decision. These new neural networks look at billions. Have you ever seen like what it actually looks like when it's thinking? You guys want to see that real quick? Let's go on a tangent. Cool. Let's go on a small little tangent here, because it is so freaking cool. Like, we actually built this tool where we could actually look inside the brain to see what it looks like when it's actually thinking. Like when we're running this thing, like it's thinking right now, trying to find. That's, by the way, why you want to feed as much as you can into these Kanban boards, because as you're feeding more in, it's getting smarter, and the more deals you do, the smarter it's going to get for you. Let me think. I think it's at the end of this one. I might have to go click through like 100 reels real quick, but let me see. Okay, so check this out. Now, this is two-dimensional with. So that's what it looks like when it's thinking. Buyers, and then. So these red dots are deals, the green dots are buyers, and this is the entire neural network. We're actually looking at the edge. Imagine you're looking at the edge of the world. That's the edge of the neural network. How cool is that? So yeah, like this is, a human can never do this. Our goal is to give you insane superpowers. That's why you see all those graphs, like days to sell a deal. It starts at 15 days, and then like each month it gets like lower and lower and lower and lower. Because what's happening is the AI is training on more and more data, and getting more and more intelligent. The end goal, of course, is going to be to get to the point where you literally just press a button and the deal sells. Like you don't have to do anything. It just finds like press a button, find one buyer, sell it to that one buyer. Okay. Good shit. David, what do you think? Should we do some God mode or should I keep on hitting this?
Yeah, we could do some God mode.
David loves God mode. Do you want to find God mode buyers? Because you're the king of God mode strategies. You're better at God mode strategies than I think even I am.
Yeah, why don't you?
Oh, wait. I just got new inbound. Sorry.
Yeah,
Inbound 5-star. Got to prioritize this one. You tee up some buyers in God mode, and then why don't you? Oh, I got this guy on my phone too. Like literally, like you can't fake this. 10 years of selling tens of thousands of deals.
And then we're not even in like Memphis or Knoxville. It's some outlying suburb.
Any city in America. Yeah, hey, how you doing, brother?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm on a webinar right now, selling houses live. And I just saw you got some interest in my deal. So I'm giving you a call. I hope you don't mind that we're recording.
Yeah, go ahead. Which house is it?
So I got two actually that are just a few houses apart. They're both cash flowing rentals. Are you more of a fix and flip guy or a buy and hold?
Mostly fix and flip.
Mostly fix and flip. Do you like buy and holds?
Really just doing fix and flips, selling them.
Do you want cash flowing buy and holds?
Not really.
Not really?
What city are they in?
They're in
Okay. I see the ARV is 175 on here. Is that true or is it in the 200s?
I mean, like ARV is subjective, right? It depends what you do to it. Like we're on the low end of the pricing range here. Like there's a lot of houses. Like this is a hot area. You know, there's houses in the 5s and 6s. So like, you know, this area is moving up. You could, if you want to make these things really nice, you could. They did just renew the leases though in September.
Yeah, I would definitely want to do a cash for keys if I did get them.
Yeah.
I mean, I see one on South Ave that sold for 300 last year.
Oh,
It's a decent comp for a flip.
that is a decent comp. I mean, if you want to
Actually,
do it up.
That's a duplex. Sorry.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
I mean,
like,
I'd be mostly looking at it as a flip. We just bought a couple in Clinton.
there's no chance you're gonna flip it, right? Like these guys have been here for a while.
Yeah, and they want to stay. The Benedict one was a
the only
duplex,
thing
by the way.
So this is interesting. The Benedict one used to be a duplex.
Yeah, I see that.
The only thing I'm worried about is like these tenants have been here for a while. Hey Josh, these guys wouldn't move, would they? Cash for keys?
We haven't crossed that bridge with them yet.
Yeah, I mean we could pitch it to them. They have been in there for a while.
Yeah, I would just need to see the ARV at like 250. I haven't looked too much into it, but is there any chance it would sell for that if they're remodeled?
Josh, what do you think? You're a local market expert. Is there any chance this thing hits 250 fully remodeled?
He'd have to pimp it out pretty good.
Yeah, you'd have to pimp it out. I don't know if you heard that. You'd have to pimp it out pretty good.
Yeah, I think they're going to be hard for me. But I mean, whenever I was looking at those Clinton ones, my RV for those was in the mid 200s. So that's why I thought these might be similar.
It could be. Like we always try to be conservative and leave some skin on the bone, in like so we get repeat business. But I don't know. Maybe like comp it out and see if there's something there.
Yeah, I was putting it through CRM, and I'll let you guys know.
Okay.
Where I'm at.
Awesome. All right. Shoot me text either way. If it doesn't work out, we'll catch you on the next one.
All right.
All right. Thanks. Appreciate it. Bye.
You actually might be able to get like 225.
Yeah. Like really.
Benedict's definitely would sell
Yeah.
on market for over 200.
Yeah, Benedict for sure.
Conservative is 205, 210. Optimistically, 225, 230. But we've just found that optimistic ain't working right now.
Yeah. Well, if you find any good comps, drop them in chat, and I'll just text them over and be like, "Hey, here's some comps. Like, if you want to go that route." Because again, like even if like he's not there, we could always get him to throw in an offer, stack some offers. All right, let's do some God mode. David, do you want to give a little demo of God mode and the power of God mode? By the way, the new generation is coming out imminently.
What's changing?
You'll have every single flip, every single buy and hold, literally 3 times more data, way better skip trace. It's going to be phenomenal. David, you don't have the new version pulled onto your local machine, do you?
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh man,
Testing
that'd
it
be
out
fire to
soon.
test.
To give you guys a quick like update on God mode, like a refresher. So God mode basically draws a pin on a map. Make sure your property is right there, and it's basically looking at property transaction that happened in the surrounding area. And I've already put on some filters here. So building square footage, I put the ARV around 50 to 80. Sale date range, obviously, in the last 24 months. So this is actually going to pull up a lot of flippers. We can actually go over to the buy and hold here as well and look at the buyers who own multiple properties in the area. I just like to start here first because a lot of the times flippers will be both, and a lot of the transaction that they have will actually be holds as well as flips. Do a quick rundown of what the data shows. Basically, it shows the buyer. If the buyer score, the God mode score, 42,000, just means that he's done 42 transactions. Looks like he just did one here on Henry Road. Bought it in October, sold it about 4 or 5 months later. He bought it for 200 and sold it for 340. So obviously, that's pretty, we can pretty be confident that that's a flip. Now we can go over to the buy and hold side. Then we can do a lot more filtering on this side. So do a single family, and we can actually have a look at the buyers who've bought in the past couple of years. And let's see what we get. Okay. So 47 buyers, 47 properties that fit and that have been purchased in the last couple of years in this area. This is going to be the list. And what I'm really looking for are guys who own like 22 properties here. Just picked up a single family here for 65K last March. I like guys like this where they have bought 2 properties. These are going to be local buyers. So I'm going to do some magic on the back end here to try to get some contact information. Like Robert was saying, maybe Robert, you can speak about how this process is going to be different on the new database.
Give me 1 sec. Sorry, I'm just doing something real quick. So one of the things I noticed is on the emails we sent out, we got like no click-through rate. So I think what's happening is you guys had that big long description at the bottom where it's like buyer pays closing costs, deal must blah blah, and there's all these words that are like very salesy in that little disclaimer that you have at the end. And I think that cooked our email campaign because it's triggering off the spam filters. If you ever send out a campaign, you get like 0 after like 30 minutes or so. That's telling me that you're kicking off the spam filter. So to test this theory, what I just did is I just actually removed that whole disclaimer and resent a new campaign on one of these deals. And I'm going to see if that click-through rate goes up. If it does, we might want to recircle those email campaigns. So, but just figuring that out, by the way, guys, will be a huge thing because I think you guys are putting that on every single deal. And I think it's probably been pushing all your emails into spammer promotions. So we're going to hypothesis, we're going to test it, and probably in the next hour or so, we'll know if the hypothesis plays out. Okay, sorry, David, back to you. I apologize. I was sidetracked taking a look at the marketing stats.
Sounds good. I'm actually just pulling it up again here. So I found him both on the flip side and the buy and hold side. So that's a really good sign.
Like it.
So let's have a look.
Do you want to share your screen?
Yep. 1 second. So God mode, the pro of God mode is that once we do connect with these buyers, they're going to be really good match for the property, obviously because we have the tax records to back it up. The tough side is that all the skip tracing and data matching and stuff like that, which will be streamlined in the new God mode, That's the whole reason why we're testing our new database. But to give a little bit background on this guy, Justin Treadwell, I see him on the buy and hold. He owns 14 properties. He just picked one up in this neighborhood October last year. And he's done some 42 property transactions, so short-term flips. So it looks like a pretty big investor here. So this one is probably the first one I call, Robert.
All right. You want to drop his phone number in chat so you just copy and paste it?
Yeah. There you go.
All right. Justin Treadwell.
The number you dialed is not in service.
Yeah, bad number. That's the problem with God mode is like we get so spoiled with Artemis mode where we have all these verified phone numbers. Do we have another number we can trust?
How about this one? Yeah, the second one on the line.
Yeah. So now we're moving, guys. We're moving away from registered users. So far, we've only been calling registered users. Now we're moving into tax record profiles.
The number you dialed is not
No,
in service.
no hit.
That's not good.
The nice thing is we can mark it as inaccurate for the next guy.
Yeah.
When you're doing dispo like this, how fast are you jumping from Artemis over to God mode?
I usually would keep on working Artemis.
Okay.
We're just going to demo God mode a little bit, and then we'll probably go back to Artemis.
Okay.
I just want to like show it because it is, here's where I love God mode. I really love God mode. Number one, when I have a very niche deal, like the other day I had a gas station that I need to sell. So like you can filter by these like weird deal types like hotels or whatever and figure out who owns the hotels and stuff like that. The other thing I really love it for is when I'm in a really rural area and there's just not a lot of buyers showing up. On very rural areas, I love jumping in here. On land deals, I love jumping in here because we don't have as many land buyers in the database, but you will see, you can just filter down to the guys that have bought land. And then one of my favorites is when you have like a mobile home in a mobile home park, you just zoom in, zoom in on that mobile home park, filter property type mobile home, and you see every other real estate investor that owns a mobile home in that park. So if you ever have a mobile home, they're so easy to sell. Also, what I could do is I love using God mode on acquisitions. Like as long as it's a recording state and not a non-recording state like Texas, you can come in here before you ever give an offer on the phone. You can see exactly what all the other real estate investors are paying. So if I'm buying a mobile home in a mobile home park, I can see what the other guys are paying. Sometimes I'll even call them before I even give an offer to the homeowner, and it just makes things a lot easier. The other thing I'll sometimes do on acquisitions, I'll use this to find low anchors, right? I remember the very last wholesale deal I ever did, the guy was like stuck at 500 because his neighbor sold for 500, but his neighbor's house was all nice and fixed up. But that was the only anchor point he had in his mind was the neighbor across the street. And I showed him the photos on an iPad, like, hey, does your house look like this? He's like, no, it needs some work, but I could do it for 40 grand. I'm like, well, do you want to do it? He's like, no. And then so I found 3 exact models of his house sold nearby, exact model, that were down in like the low 300s, which was what I was offering. And as soon as I showed him those, which I found in God mode, then all of a sudden he's like, oh, okay, your price is actually fair. And I got that deal for, I don't know, like 350 or something.
Yeah. So I found this buyer here, the 21st I found on God mode. So once I link the buyer here, what I can do is go over to his buyer profile and look at all his property transaction data.
Love it.
So he's done 4 flips, looks like in the area and on Knoxville area. He buys on average at 180, resells it at after flip around 330, holds each property around 100 days. So pretty traditional fix and flip. Now hop over to buy and hold section. He actually owns 5 properties right now. It looks like he owns like 3 in the area. He picked them up back in 2024. So some of these are early. Maybe these are some of the flips that he's working on, but he's an active investor in the area. So if he does buy and holds, this would be the guy.
Okay, love it.
The chat.
We'll do a couple calls here, just to kind of show you how we do it. But then I'm going to move back to Investorlift AI just because Investorlift AI is just so much faster because we're only dealing with verified phone numbers.
Yeah.
And I want to sell this deal.
Did you see what I just?
Hey, this is Robert Wensley from Investorlift calling. Reason I'm reaching out is I see you're a real estate investor in Tennessee. I got a smoking hot deal, actually 2. I'm looking to move in Oak Ridge. Are you looking to pick up any cash flowing rentals?
Yeah, depending on mostly what we do is rehabs. Are they ready to go as is, or?
Yeah, one of them was just redone last year. Let me just text you them right now. They're right around the corner from each other, just like a few houses apart. So I just texted you one, 151 Bethune Circle. And then I'll send you the other one. They did just renew the leases, like in September. So it's probably more of a fit for a buy and hold, unless you just wanted to buy and hold it for a little bit and then fix it up. They are rented under market rates, like one's rented for 1,100, one's rented for 1,400, but the rents on Zillow and on Rentometer are like 1,700 to like low twos is what they should be getting. Let me know if did you just get those texts that I sent over?
Yeah, I'm looking at them right now. Yeah, these look like buy and holds. For the most part, we don't do buy and hold. So I don't think this would be a fit for us, but if you guys come across any that need a remodel, feel free to reach out.
Okay, awesome. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, these are so clearly buy and holds that like there's no point in even like wasting more time. So just like go on to the next one. But obviously a legit buyer. If we had a great flip, like that would be like a perfect buyer. So it's all just a numbers game. Like find the right guy that has the right buy box. All right, David, let's do one more God mode and then we'll circle back and start hitting Investorlift AI again.
Hey, why don't you just go back to Investorlift AI, and while you're doing that, I'll just
Sure, you just find someone, drop them.
firing it over to you.
Did you see
All right.
my message about Corey?
No. An inquiry from Corey Lavender wanting to move on price but needs walkthrough. Wants tenants gone or agreement with them to leave. Interesting. Wait, this was the guy that lowballed us earlier? The CG guy, right?
No, this is the next guy you called.
Oh, yeah. The drive-by guy?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, his exact inquiry is, Robert just called me. I am probably good on this price, but would need to walk it. Cannot get here until Tuesday. Also would need it vacant or some sort of agreement in place for them to leave after a period of time. Not sure if I'm your perfect buyer for this, but if this sits for a little bit, please call me.
All right. Okay, so let's think about this. I mean, you guys know more about the situation with the seller, with the tenants. Is this a possibility? Is it not a possibility?
We never even.
It all depends, I think, on what kind of cash for keys agreement he'll do, or that we can help pitch in. You never really know until you see that amount. And tenants might say one thing, I might never leave, but you put $5,000 in front of their face, and it's pretty crazy how quick
fast people were willing to pack up and move.
Yeah.
Okay, I got an idea. This one, if we did go down this route, this would be one of those things where you're probably going to have to continue to talk to the guy beyond today. So, Josh, why don't you call him and just say, hey, if we did do cash for keys, how much would you be willing to pay? And is he interested in both, or is he interested in just one?
Did he specifically? Well, here's what I would, Josh, call him and see what he's willing to concede. Like, well, okay, like let's say, is there a time period you'd be willing to do a post possession, or something like that, like shorten the lease? Is there anything that you'd be willing to do to sweeten that, right? In the form of the cash for keys or a shorter lease or something like that nature.
Okay. You can do it right now?
Yeah. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to log an offer for him, because that's going to boost our deal score. So he's good on price on both. Ask him if he's good on price on both.
Yeah.
Because normally it might not be worth the hassle on just one, but if there's two and we could just do two, I did just get 2 more inbounds.
I didn't get to the phone. If you could, just give me a quick text, and I'll get right back to you. Thank you. Bye.
Hey, this is Josh Sedino giving you a call back. I saw that you just made an inquiry on Investorlift. I am working with Robert on these 2 deals, and I had a couple questions for you about how we could make this deal work. I'm working all day today, so feel free to shoot me a text or give me a phone call when you're free, and would love to chat.
All right.
That's why I need to change my phone number because everyone thinks it's spam.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
my personal phone number ends in 4 zeros. Everyone thinks
Yeah.
it's spam.
All right. That was right.
Correct. Yeah, he just sent another address request for the other one. So I'm gonna assume
So he was
that
talking about
was the thing.
the first one. The first one was 145, right?
Correct. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
smaller of the two.
So I'm gonna put him in at 145. Okay. Well, I got two more inbound leads here, so I'm gonna call these guys while they're hot. And then this guy, I got both deals open. You see this one's starting to hit Knox.
Hello.
Hey, this is Robert from Investorlift calling. I saw you got some interest in some of the deals we got up in.
I was just looking at that one. I'm really not interested in it. To be honest, I want Knox County, Jefferson, Sevier, Blount, something closer.
Okay, just the air is too far out for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's just too far, man. I mean, Oak Ridge is, I don't want to have to go down there. I got too many up this way.
All right, no worries. We'll catch you on the next one.
We're cash buyers, man. We can close as fast as the title can close.
Love it.
We
Okay,
live here, so we can go look at them quick. You know what I mean?
love it. All right,
Yeah,
we'll catch you on the
7 days a
next
week.
one. Appreciate
All
it.
right, thank you, sir.
All right. All right, see, now I put doesn't buy in this location, so we'll stop recommending him as much in this location. Okay, this guy is looked at both of our deals. This one I had just sent out, and I see he's looking at this one as well. So,
So Robert, when we're going through and doing this, so not necessarily this area, but like the few markets that we're big buyers in, it's really important to move them in this investor.
yeah, it'll make it smarter. If everyone's doing it, the buy boxes just update automatically. Like you don't have to take notes. You don't have to like it's just up into the neural network.
Perfect.
Yeah. No more having to build buyers lists. Just leverage AI.
Call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. Is not available.
This is Robert from Investorlift calling. I saw you had some interest in a couple of deals we just pushed out in Tennessee. We got a couple offers in on them, but we'd love to see if you're also potentially interested in it. Give me a ring back at this number. Talk to you soon. Let's see. All right, I'm just going to pound through some of these guys.
That AI feature is really cool though, because specifically for us, we have 2 or 3 cities that all of our marketing and everything is going to. So after a deal or two, man, it's going to be so easy to sell a lot of these as we develop it a little.
Yeah, 100%. It's just going to get better and better and better and better and better.
This Kanban format, though, is phenomenal, dude. I mean, just to look at this right here and seeing the little amount of time we've spent on the deal and just already how much stuff is drummed up and all the information we've gotten.
It's so easy.
Blake's going to be so pissed.
Yeah.
Who's Blake?
His dad. We've been trying to build something like this, and we have spent hundreds of hours in the last couple months to do this, and there's just no point because this is already done.
Yeah, it's already done.
We put $1 million a month into it, so you don't have to. Well, what's beautiful about this is like the actual UI here is simple. We built the UI in an hour. What's difficult is the 10 years of mining data and building AI algorithms to make it this simple.
Correct.
And you know what's going to come next is going to be built-in dialer with all your call recordings and transcriptions, and then we're going to transcribe the calls and feed those up into the AI. Or someone's like, oh, I don't like this area, I like this area. You won't even have to tag them. Oh, I'm not interested. You won't even have to move them. The AI will do it for you.
Corey also just texted me saying I'll call back in a minute.
Sick. All right. Take it when he answers, even if I'm on call.
Okay.
I'll just mute myself if he calls you. Reason I'm reaching out, I see you're doing some real estate investing in Tennessee. I got a couple of cash flowing rentals I'm looking to assign. Are you interested in picking up some off-market deals?
Sort of. Not really right now, though.
Not really right now? What does sort of mean? Is that you just a yes or a no? Does that mean if the price is right kind of thing, or?
Yeah, just not right now.
Not right now? All right, no worries. We'll catch you on the next one. All right, so the cool thing is when I put him to not interested, I'm going to say not currently in the market because he's probably tied up with deals or whatever. I don't even need to ask him. This will just remove him from the round robin for, I think, 90 days, and then we'll resurface him again in 90 days. All right.
I put a God mode button in the
Okay.
chat.
Cool. All right. I just got this guy pasted, so I'll do one more here, and then I'll go hit that God mode buyer.
Hello, can I help you?
Hey, is this?
Yes.
Hey, this is Robert Wensley calling. Reason I'm reaching out, I see you're doing some real estate investing, and I got a couple cash flowing rentals I'm looking to assign today that are priced pretty good. Are you looking to pick up some rentals right now?
Sure.
Okay, awesome. Do you have some done some before?
No, honestly, not in, but I work with another realtors that she lives, in fact.
Yeah. Would you be interested in buying some in Oak? Two right beside each other.
Yes, please send me the information.
Okay, let me text it to you right now. Let me know if you get this link. Here's the link with the photos, and then I'll text you the address. So this first one it's a 4-2. It's currently renting for $1,400 a month, but the Zillow rent estimate and rental meter says you can get a lot more, like 1,700 to like low twos on the rent. This one has just been redone last year, so it's in pretty good shape.
Okay.
And then I got another one too that is right beside it. And we're looking to sell them ideally together, but potentially separately.
Okay.
There's the address. Let me know. Did you get those photos and the address there?
Anything else that I need to know about these properties?
Yeah, so one of them, I mean, they're both in pretty good shape. One of them, again, fully remodeled a year ago. So the Benedict Ave, it's got, kitchen, bathrooms updated, electrical and plumbing systems upgraded, all the outlets were replaced, new HVAC and air conditioning units. So everything's in good working condition. And then we also have the smaller one. The smaller one, that's going to be the one on Bethune Circle. And that one's also in great shape. It's got recent remodeled kitchen with new backsplash and countertops, new carpet, freshly painted walls, new hot water heater was just installed. Central air system is in good working order. You could maybe update the kitchen cabinets. Roof is pretty new, and it's got new roof and windows. It's got fresh paint on the exterior. Yeah, so both of them are just like solid, not luxury rentals, but solid rentals for this area. The rates they're paying are below market though, so they did just re-sign them in September. It might be a little bit of time before you could increase the rents, but they should cash flow today, and after increasing some rents, it could be great cash flowing assets. On the small one, we're looking for 145, and on the bigger one, we're looking for 165. We got a couple offers in already, and just looking for someone that feels like the right buyer for us.
Okay.
How many rentals do you have right now?
I don't work with rentals, honestly, and they don't last me too long, honestly.
They don't last you too long?
No, I just posted and somehow they rent it super fast and quick, and I'm done. That's what I do.
You flip them?
No, I don't. I represent investors, so what I do is I bring in the properties to them.
Oh, you source deals for other investors.
Yeah, I do it myself too, but right now I'm not interested in anything.
Got you. Well, yeah, if you have a buyer that you think might be a good fit for this, definitely let us know. As long as we get our asking price, we're okay with you making a little bit of money on top if you get a good buyer for us.
Okay.
Awesome.
I don't know if this one they're gonna be interested, so I cannot tell you, but I'm gonna send both of them and see. Let's see what they say. If they're interested, I'm gonna be contacting you, but
perfect.
that's it.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Tanya.
I'm not gonna be even bothering you.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, if you find something great. If not, no worries.
Okay.
All right, thanks,
Thank you
Tanya.
so much.
Appreciate it. Bye. Okay, so yeah, she's a daisy chainer. I just did the old-fashioned way where I moved into their profile and then like marked them as a dangerously stranger from there. But I just remembered, oh, I can just do it from here. So much better, so much easier. Okay.
Oh, I find deals for other investors. I was like, I
Yeah.
thought about that.
Yeah, you got you start doing a call, you start to feel like within like literally after doing so many of these calls, literally within 5 seconds, you know whether or not like I was like maybe like 15 seconds and I was like, wait, is this a real buyer I'm talking to? Doesn't sound like it. Okay, I'm gonna do a couple. David's got a couple God mode prospects here that I'm gonna call. So again, we don't know if these numbers are real, but let's give them a shot.
You reached Phil Bonifacio with the KJ Landscape Company. Please leave him.
No. Let's call.
This guy is like a professor or something, but only
Hi,
like 15
if you
minutes.
record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Robert Wensley with an off-market deal.
Thanks, Robert Wensley. Please stay on the line.
This whole new like Google AI.
It's the new iOS.
Is it the new iOS? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Hey, boy. This is Robert from Investorlift calling. Reason I'm reaching out, I saw you're doing some real estate investing, and are you looking to pick up any rentals right now?
Pick up any rental?
Yeah, are you looking
You
to?
want to rent or you want to rent to me?
I have two houses I'm looking to sell that they're cash flowing with tenants in them. Do you have? Are you interested in buying some off-market deals?
You have a multifamily or single family?
I have two single families. In
Well, you depends on the deal. I mean, the meeting. Okay.
yeah, I could text them to you right now. Do you want me to text them and you can let me know?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, thank you. All right. Yeah, so this is going to be a part-time investor. He said, I'm in a meeting. You said he's like some professor or something?
Yeah, he's some kind of professor. Was it the first number you called?
Yeah, it was.
5532?
Yeah.
Yeah. I searched him up and looks like he's a university professor at
Imagine he's in class. He's at the front of the class, like, oh, sorry.
Hey,
Who
but
has an investment deal?
those are the guys who like, I mean, that's not exactly, but those people pay the most. Like the dentists, the professionals who are, you know, they see all of it. They're like, you got to invest in real estate, passive income. They're going to
Yeah.
pay the most for your deals.
And
He
the
owns-
funny thing is, we have data to support that. So we looked at the average assignment fee earned from, the average offer price for a first-time investor on Investorlift versus repeat investors. And the first time guys on Investorlift, when they make their first offer, like the average offer is like, I don't know, like 11,000 higher or something like crazy like that. We actually looked at it and I was like, oh, wow, like that's so true. It's the first time investors always pay the most.
Yeah, he owns like 15 rentals.
This is right.
This is Robert from Investorlift calling. Reason I'm reaching out, I got two cash flowing rentals. Are you looking to pick up any properties right now?
I'm actually looking for flips, but I do. I've got several buddies looking for.
Well, that's good. This is a good opportunity for your buddies to go owe you a case of beer.
Oh no, yeah, they'll do me even better. They'll throw me a nice fee.
I like it. All right, let me
Yes, sir.
let me text you these right now.
Yeah.
I just texted you one. It's a 3-2, 1,150 square feet. It's got a tenant in place already. Been there for a while. Always paid on time. And we're asking 145 for it. It's rented at 1,100, but Zillow's got the rent estimate at 1,750. Rental meter says you could push this thing as high as like the low 2000s.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Right, the rental market's about the only hopping market there is.
I know it's going on, and you know what? It's not going anywhere. Like with inflation and everything.
Yeah, it's desperately needed. That's
Yeah. And then I got this second one. This one's right around the corner. So that's the nice thing. Ideally, I think it would be a good buy for someone that just wants two right beside each other because there's just a few houses down. It's a 4-2, 1,150 square feet. So same kind of size. It's renting for $1,400 a month. This one, they just redid the whole thing last year. So new kitchen, new bathrooms, new carpet, new HVAC, new roof, new windows. And we're looking to move that one for 165. So, I mean, if you raise the rate, you're right there at the 1% rule.
Yeah.
Which you don't see that very often.
Yeah, if you don't mind, send that to me. We'll take a look at it first. Myself and my partner Kevin.
Yeah, I mean, these things are so easy. I mean, with that kind of cash flow, I mean, you cash flow $400 or $500 a month all day long, and these tenants have been there forever. You know, like easy, and they're in good shape. I'd buy them myself, but I'm not in the area.
Oh, so they're not yours?
No, my buddy Josh got them. I'm just assigning them for him.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, okay. Shoot, then we'll make an assignment together.
I love it.
Yeah.
And maybe we can do a few more deals.
Because I'll tell you right now, I mean we're doing very good right now. I don't know if you follow our Facebook page or anything like that, or
possibly.
But yeah, I mean, we are booming right now.
Really?
And I got one yesterday. I'm sorry, the day before yesterday. And it's in oh my goodness, where is it? It's in Fountain City, and it's a rental too. It's got a tenant. Trying to remember. I think it's rented for like 1,800, but I think Casey is about to bump it up to like 23 or something.
Yeah, I know. I think I just talked to
KCDC.
No,
That's HUD Properties.
HUD Properties. Oh no, there's someone else.
Government. That's home runs right there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the best crowd, I guess, you know. I mean, but I know a lot of people who have HUD properties.
Yeah.
I mean, they just don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah. You just throw them in the portfolio and let them cash flow.
That's it. I mean, they're, you know.
Who doesn't like free money every month, right?
Yeah, and then, I mean, they pretty much stick with the market, so that's good.
You know what's going to happen here too with AI? AI is going to go knock out 20-30% of jobs here in the next 2-3 years.
Oh, yeah.
And then, dude, you know what they're gonna have to do? They're gonna have to print more money, and that's gonna go pay down these mortgages and go increase the rents even more. You have big inflation, even more than we ever imagined.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long process, unfortunately. We definitely need to stop throwing around our money like it's. I mean, they treat it like it's just as easy as printing it, don't they?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it just makes me sick how much money is wasted.
Yeah, but hey, you know who wins? The asset owners.
And then you got and I can't stop. It makes me sick because a lot of people here in this area, in these areas that have food stamps, and they need them, and they live off. People here are making. I mean, you're talking $700-800 every 2 weeks, and they're happy with it.
Wow.
And I don't even understand. It does not make sense to me. My numbers do not add up.
Wow.
I just don't get it. I don't see, because, I mean, if you look, to make it in a house of four, mom, dad, and 2 kids. You're only making it, and this just come out. You need to be making $340,000 a year to be comfortable. $340,000 to
Damn.
be comfortable per year.
That's why I'm glad I'm in real estate.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, because you get leverage. You build up that cash flow over time, and you get the depreciation. That's the only way to do it these days.
I had a woman tell me one time that, but yeah, anything you run into, send to me.
Yeah.
I mean, you really don't even have to go. A lot of folks, I work with a lot of wholesalers too. They will literally just bring me their property, and we'll partner up on it, and they just go get right back to work, because they know that we've got dispo.
Yeah.
We've always just been the dispo kings.
I love that. Hey, I just texted you the 2 links and the addresses. You want to take a quick look?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, check your texts.
Oh, you're on Investorlift. Or you found them on Investorlift.
I own Investorlift.
You're freaking kidding me.
I'll tell you a secret. I'm actually recording a video of some YouTubers right now. Hope you don't mind.
No, listen, what's crazy is you're going to die.
Yeah.
Several years ago, okay, I'd been wholesaling for a couple years.
Yeah.
And I get very creative, and,
Yeah.
and I think a lot, and
This guy's gonna keep on going.
Manifest. It's like if the bulb lights, I go.
Yeah.
We're not even manifesting; we're just going.
Yeah.
So I sat down with my partner. This guy is brilliant. He's well respected, well known. Done HGTV series. We've been on the news together. We've got it going on.
Yeah.
And I said, Kevin, what if we created a off-market space like the MLS?
Yeah.
But off-market. And Kevin, he laughed at me. You're shitting me, but the real estate association will come after us.
Yeah. I heard that one for years.
And I was just like, okay, we're not doing it. And then Investorlift, I bring that up to Kevin probably at least a couple times a week. Also the fact that he single-handedly, and it's decisions. You have to, Kevin is brilliant.
Yeah.
He's been, 25 years of running numbers and focusing on investment properties, but I'm on a different spectrum.
Yeah.
Now I can speak that language. That's what I call it, because it's how I grew into it. That's how I explain it to folks. It's a language.
Yeah.
If they're like, well, I've learned single family homes. I can jump into real estate. Good luck.
Yeah.
Or multifamily.
Yeah.
Because it's English and Chinese, like
100%.
So, anyways, we were gonna break the record, and I'm pretty sure at this time, it would have been the national record for an assignment fee.
Wow.
$1 million.
$1 million.
Well, 140. I locked up 140 units off Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
Damn. What happened? Did you close it?
Listen, we worked on it for a year, got the buyers. Took us 2 weeks to do the walkthroughs, right?
Yeah.
So we got it done. We were ready to set a closing date. All of a sudden, we start getting phone calls because she owned 130 units, and then there were separate owners that owned 10 of them.
Yeah.
Well, they had been feuding. Like bad. Okay. So then all of a sudden she's $500,000, $500,000 in debt on HOA, which, she's got a
lot of units,
a $5 million asset, it's not a big deal. It's a drop in the bucket to her. She's don't mind to pay it at all. She's just like, let's close. Well, these owners, and they're calling me, and they're harassing me at first in strange ways. well, I ended up finding out who their little their group leader was. Very strange man. He would just call me and talk to me for hours about nothing. But anyways, he was running their little group, and they're all talking about, we're going to sue her. She's back on her HOA fees. They were hoping to go before their board, vote her out, and take over her portion. Which, okay, good luck. It's her dad's place.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we're going through all this, and we finally have a conversation one day, and she's like, "Look, I think I just need to find an attorney just so we can make sure this runs smoothly." And she asked me, "Do you know anybody?" I said, "I do. It so happens I know one of the best." So I get a hold of her. I put me, her, and Kevin on a phone call.
Yeah.
You tell me if your ears don't perk when you hear this. So we explain the situation. The first thing she says is, "Now listen, I want you guys to listen to me because this is very important." She said, "Am I working under
No, I wrap this
Divine's
up.
interest?"
The guy obviously is a real investor, so I'm going to let him keep on going.
Because I knew what she was
We'll
saying
see.
without saying it. But
Yeah.
I'm like, absolutely, obviously, you're working under our, you're going to work in the interest for Divine Properties.
Yeah.
We're going to, we're going to try to work through the litigation, of course. And I'm telling everybody, like, we don't have to do this because we go to the closing table, the HOA fees are paid. And I told them, like, she's gone and you guys can breathe. And they still did it. I mean, they wanted her to leave.
Wow.
But you literally forced her hand to stay.
Wow.
And they ended up. Okay. So, anyways, so I'm trying to get her to work on our, of course, under our interest. And Kevin jumps in immediately. No. We've got too much on. We don't need to do that. Randy, what are you thinking? So I'm like, well, ma'am, can you please excuse us for a minute? And I go, mute the phone. I'm like, Kevin, did you not hear what she said and how she said it? It's very important. Look, she needs to work for us, and we're gonna bill the owner. Period. No. Hey, you said so, but at that time, I had great rapport with the seller.
Yeah.
And
that's key.
At that point, I was like, all right, dude, look, let's just get this thing done. So clicked over, told her it was her interest. All right, that was it. Last time we spoke to anybody, first thing they did was cut. We were closing in 2 weeks.
Wow.
First thing they did was cut all communication with all of us.
Oof.
All of us, done. I mean, I was calling the other owners and everything. I went up there, I couldn't believe it.
Fell out, eh?
I could not believe all that work we put in, and she did that.
Damn.
Because I'll tell you what she did. The attorney, she's seen the opportunity.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, she grabbed the reins and made that money on that.
Hey, well, you know what? You know what's a good day in real estate? A bad day is when you lose a deal like that. I mean, that's a very bad day. But you know what's a good day?
A good day is when you get a deal like that.
I was going to say, a good day is when you find a nice cash flowing a rental that almost meets the 1% rule. You know what a great day is? A great day is when you find two.
When you're better than 1%.
Yeah, or when you find two that are right beside each other. I got to jump on another call here, but I just texted them over to you. Let me know if you want to do a drive-by. They got some tenants in there. We're looking for someone that I got two offers on one of them, one offer on the other one.
Hold on. How in the world do you already have offers? What am I? Am I like your plan LMNOP?
LMNOP. What does that mean?
You done went halfway through the alphabet to get to me. All right, we'll go numbers.
I'll tell you.
Number 25.
No, I just sent it out. I literally just sent it out. You're probably the third guy I dialed. Well, I got a couple inbounds. I got one guy who was way under, and then I got another guy.
Are they going sight unseen?
They're just drive-bys. with the photos and stuff. I got another guy that's right at ask. I'll tell you exactly where I'm at with this. I got one guy that's right at ask, but he wants to flip it and he wants to do cash for keys. Okay. Obviously he's probably going to push on us to go pay that, which would, these deals are pretty tight for us. You know, they're right on the margin. We're making a ton of money on them.
Oh yeah, you've got the volume is where it's at.
Yeah, it's all about volume for us.
If you guys keep trying to, I keep telling people, if you keep trying to make $50,000 fees, you're going to go a whole
just
year. You know?
Slow build, deal a day. That's my whole thing, a deal a day.
Take 10 and make, take 10 and go over 100K. Come on.
Yeah. Would you want to go see these? Do you want to do a drive-by?
I gotta look at them first. And of course we're not really. I mean, again, I gotta take a look at them. I can't really tell you yet. Great.
They're great. I'd buy them myself if I was in the area.
I'm just, I don't want to stick my foot in my mouth. But we've got a really, we got a big buyer out there. We started together. No.
Okay.
I've heard the name though. No, it's Tim.
Okay, I don't know Tim.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
There we go. Why don't you call? See if he. I mean, you might want these yourself. I mean, the cash flow, free money is free money, right?
I have single-handedly sold. He was at 3 when I met him me, and he's at he's hitting 100 units now.
Wow.
And he's building a bunch of storage units. Yeah, he's balling.
Wow. Well, yeah. I mean, if you want to bring it to him and you get something on his end, and maybe we can do something here.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what's even better than houses side by side with the 1% rule?
What?
Adjacent.
What?
Houses side by side adjacent.
Above 2%.
And an assignment.
And an assignment. Yeah, there you go. I love it.
And an assignment.
I love it. I got to jump off because I got about 3 missed calls here, but it sounds like you're the type of guy that knows everyone in town. Yeah, if you know anyone that wants to pick it up, give me a ring.
Yeah, Kevin, 25 years, me 10, so we know everybody.
Love it. Love it.
So you don't have to deal with anybody. You holler at me, and I mean, if there's somebody that's going to buy it, I can help you. I can help you get it out of there.
Love it. Awesome.
And take a look at our stuff too. If you're more than welcome. If you can find a buyer for our stuff, jump on in.
We'd love to. You should go take Investorlift for a test drive sometime.
All right, man. I'm telling you.
You got 5.8 million buyers with AI.
I know you do. Don't rub it in my face.
Well, those buyers can be your buyers tomorrow.
I know. I really do. I'm very impressed with what you guys have done with it. Hats off. Very impressed.
I appreciate it, Randy.
It wasn't. God didn't. That wasn't my baby. That's your baby.
You know what? There's been 200 guys that have tried it. I have a Google spreadsheet, and they're all dead. So
yeah. Hey, Zach,
it's tough.
I just started his software.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I was just texting him yesterday.
Yeah, I just started his software, and you tell him that it's brilliant, but it's absolutely freaking so hard to set up.
Yeah. I got to run here. I got a 12:30. I got to be at. But yeah, Randy, let me know if you got anyone. I'd love to hopefully do some business together.
10-4. God bless you.
Bye. See, the problem is I told him I was the CEO of Investorlift, so I don't want to be a dick. But holy shit, 22 minutes. Okay,
that was pretty funny. Him talking about that person who will call him and talk forever.
That was an example. Normally we want to just jump off of those. I can't do it as CEO of Investorlift because I got a brand on the line. But also guys like that, I've had some calls like that where like those are the legit guys. Like, and they're like, this is a really relationship driven game. So there's times where like, notice while I was on the call, I was looking up, I saw his LOC name in his email, And I went and I linked that to his profile to see if he had actually done some deals. And sure enough, just through that LLC, he's got 10 deals. So like, but they're all flips. They're not buy and holds. So yeah, I mean, his story checks out. He does do deals. He probably has other LLCs too. He definitely does deals. So who knows? Who knows? Okay. I have a call I have to be on in 15 minutes. Should we try pounding through a few more, or were you on a call with? I saw you were taking a call. Was that calling back?
Yeah, I popped it in a text. So back to me at was he would come in at 5K over asking. So he has only run his numbers on Bethune. He's going to run his numbers now on Benedict, but he said he would buy both. Most likely it's going to be the same offer. So it would be 5K over asking to be used for cash for keys.
5K over
45
like
to
an extra
60
five
days.
on each.
Yeah, so he'd be at 150 on Boone. He expect that extra 5K to be cash for keys to get vacant, which I guess we could negotiate on our back end. And then he would ideally, in a perfect, want to pick up first week of February. He said his biggest thing is he is on a holdback on another property until the first week of June. So if he moves on these and he has holdback, all of his lit cash is tied up. So his biggest concern, one, is he wants them empty, and then two, he needs to wait till the first week of February.
Not ideal. Would he close on them
If we want to
before
move
them,
him
or does he
fast,
want to
yeah.
close in February? Does he want to close and
Oh, he
then?
would be willing to. No, he'd be willing to close. You just want. He said 10 to 15 holdback until it was vacant.
Sorry, you're chopping out. I couldn't hear. You said he is willing to close now, or
Yes, he just would want a 10 to 15K holdback until the tenants were out, which he said in a perfect world, his target date was first week of February.
what do you guys think here? I mean,
I
we
mean,
got above ask
that's what I'm
offer.
saying. I think that that's willing to put some paperwork out and then see if we can make something work with the tenants, especially if he's willing to do both.
What you could do, I think one of the things that's valuable is just gathering options. What would be good is for him to pencil that, but obviously we don't have to do it unless the tenants, and he's not going to want to do it unless the tenants are willing to play ball. But you could pencil it up, get him to sign it. That way, at least he's serious, and then that gives you something real that then you could take some action on, and just see if the tenants want to move. And in the meantime, like, I mean, people are going to keep on opening the emails and seeing these, and we probably get a few more. Like, we've only dialed for like an hour and a half now. If you did another hour and a half, you might be able to just get someone that is willing to do it with no strings attached.
For
What I
sure.
would
I
do
feel like that's the
probably
big thing.
is I'd probably work it for like another hour. I don't know. How do you feel about this, Tyson?
I mean, I think that they definitely would explore exactly like you said, get something in place with the guy if he's willing to do 5K over ask. Wait, I need to understand. Is he willing to do both properties or just one, Josh?
He has only written his numbers for Bethune. He's written numbers Benedict right now. He said if he were to do this deal, he would want both.
Okay, well, then yeah.
5K over ask on both. Like, I mean,
Yeah, then there's 5K that we can throw it.
cash for keys. It's
Yeah.
not like they got to be out tomorrow. It's like, okay, February next year.
Plenty of time. And also, again, 5K in front of somebody just before Christmas.
That pays for a nice trip to Disney World or Bahamas or wherever the hell you want to take your family.
Yeah.
That's a good deal. This guy's legit too. This is the guy, I think, from CG, right? These guys are from CG.
That was Lavender.
All right, I'm going to leave it to you guys. It's your call. What you want to do here? You can work it for another hour.
He just texted me back. Said I could probably make the 165K work on that one, but I could not offer 5 over ask on that one. I would need to talk with my agent and people over the weekend to see what he thinks. Considering there is no driveway, I don't know how much that's going to affect the sales price on Benedict. Can you set me on a double walkthrough for Tuesday?
I would
it's 5K total.
I would probably put him in a holding pattern and go like pound these deals for a couple hours. Because
for sure,
quick and easy close. Like, here's the thing. In the early days, I used to always try to just get a contract signed on these calls, just because it looked good for the camera. But like we don't really need to do that anymore. Everyone knows Investorlift works.
Also, we got so much like
We got
just
so many solid like everyone
yeah.
we talked to is a legit buyer. We have multiple offers that we've generated now, and a simple and easy, clean deal is always a lot easier. So if we look at the Kanban board, we haven't even given this more than a couple hours work. We've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, that's me. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 calls plus a few on God mode. We made probably 20 calls max. I feel like the move here would be to keep on working, do another 20 calls. Just say, let me talk to my partner and see if I can make that work. Because the move would be take the 5K and split it across the two properties, 2,500 each. But then if these guys are already renting so far below market rate, they might not be so jazzed to do that.
Inclined to move.
Which means you might have to realistically, like I've just done these things so many times, realistically, you might have to go then take another 2,500. I think 5K maybe makes someone move. But then like I know how these things go. It's going to be slow because what they're going to want to do is they're going to want to find another place first. And then like that might drag this out a couple of weeks versus we just spend another 2 hours dialing here and takes like someone takes it at the price.
Well, I think the way that I would do it, and I'd like to hear your thought on this, Robert, is to just float the idea to the tenants whatever way we can of being like, hey, I don't know if this is like something you'd be interested in, but is there a potential if we could get you somewhere around $2,000 or it basically just put the ball in their court, be like, hey, would you be interested in instead breaking your lease, leaving sooner if we could get you some money? And if so, how much money would that take for you to be out by February? And then just float that idea to them and see, and then that gives you time to.
Yeah, because you never know. Maybe they're like, you know what? We just signed the lease and I just got a job offer in North Carolina and we were thinking about moving, but we're like, oh, we're stuck in this lease.
Yeah.
You never know. So that costs us nothing. What I would do is just say, let me talk to the tenants, see what the tenants think, and see what we do a deal. Like keep the momentum going. Time kills all deals. So I would keep the momentum going. And if this actually closes, like, hey, we didn't just get multiple offers in less than 20 phone calls. We got offers technically above ask.
Yeah.
Mind you, that portion that's gonna move over to the tenants. I'll move over to the tenants, and you might even have to chip a little bit out. But I would throw another 20 calls at this. If you assign both of these, how much money you're gonna make? It was 40 racks across the two.
Yeah.
For conservatively with its over ask be 50.
So 40, 50 racks on 40 phone calls.
Yeah, that's
$1,000 a phone call.
$1,000 a dial.
Okay. I like this. By the way, I have to do this one call. It's just with I did a photo shoot with this like award-winning photographer in DC. Like he shoots like all the senators and congressmen and stuff. So he normally never does like family photo shoots, but he's a good friend of mine. And I was in DC like a few months ago and I did a family photo shoot with him. Literally like Ralph Lauren style. Like he had this whole setup and everything. So I have a call with him in 10 minutes to go look through the photos. It's only going to take probably 30 minutes. If you guys want to really get a banger video, I have nothing on my book after that. I'm happy to jump back on and do some more dials with you guys, or even I could even just throw on Zoom myself and just pound through some phone calls. Because I think the video is so much cooler if there's a contract signed. But I feel like this one's hairy. Like it's cool, we got above ask, but it's complicated. I don't like complicated. I like to deal a day, close it, simple, easy.
Yeah, I mean, I can. I'd be able to for sure. I don't know for how much longer after, but
yeah, it's Friday afternoon. Why don't we do
the other thing we do have too?
Let me go do this call real quick, and I'll text you afterwards. And maybe we just jump on and just do 30 minutes real quick, because we might get some more inbound between now and then. And maybe who knows, maybe an offer just drops in our lap.
Yeah, let's see.
You already had an offer at ask on one of these, right?
On the
Well, that's what I was about to say. We have a Zoom call with her at 4 o'clock, so 3 o'clock your guys' time. So in 3:30, so in an hour, with Blake and myself. She's the one that's going through a lender though, so it's a little complicated as well. And she just wants the one.
The 145 one or the 165?
The 165 one. But
That's
her
good
husband
because the
is
145 is getting way more traction than 165. The 145 will be way easier to sell.
And her husband is also a real estate agent who represents investors, and he had someone in mind. He just a little fee on top, or that's fine. We just get our price, just add whatever you can get above that, and we can make that happen.
Yeah, and who knows, that guy that talked for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
People that talk do build relationships.
Yeah.
I don't think he's lying when he says, I know everyone in town. He probably does.
Yeah.
People
Like,
that talk a lot
sure.
like that, they're typically older. And if they're older and they've been in the real estate game for 10 years,
yeah.
they will know everyone in town. So like maybe even he gives us a call back. Okay, let me go knock out this call and I'll shoot you a text. If you guys want to jump back on, I would love to do a few more calls to get a banger video with a contract signed.
Yeah. I mean, what we have is already gonna be phenomenal, but you're right. If you get a contract signed, it just really ties a crazy bow on it.
Yeah. Or the other move is we let it cook over the weekend and we hit it Monday.
And we can do that as well. Either way.
All right. Why don't we hit it Monday? Because there'll be more that comes unless something hot. I'll take a look at the leads after my next call and see where we're at. If there's anything hot, we can jump on and call a couple hot leads. If not, maybe we let it cook over the weekend, hit it Monday, and then we just need a good outro.
Yeah.
You know, we got a lot of really cool content here. We need to have the triumphant moment.
Definitely.
Yeah. Love it.
Sweet.
Okay. You guys are rock stars. It was a lot of fun. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to get back in and go on the hunt.
Dude, this was awesome, man. This is a masterclass.
Did you guys ever use Investorlift.ai before this?
I hadn't.
Yeah, I've been using it. When I did the onboarding with Daniel, he gave me a sneak peek, and we've been slowly integrating it.
Yeah, that's why you see how easy it is to keep track of the leads, like who you called, who's interested.
I'm definitely going to use it more now after
Well,
watching.
especially after seeing you work it the way that it's supposed to. I feel like just being able to see it was really helpful for me.
Yeah, super easy. Okay, you guys are awesome. All right, let me go knock out this call real quick. I'll shoot you guys a text afterward.
All right, we'll talk soon.
All right. Sounds good. See ya.
Now look, what you just watched is somebody operating at the absolute highest level of this game. This proves once again that there are levels to this, and you just heard it straight from the guy who built Investorlift. Now, if you want to use this same platform that his team is using to move over $1 billion a month in real estate, I got you a hookup. We're talking access to 5.8 million verified buyers, AI that cuts your dispo time down from weeks to days, and the same system that's closed more deals than every hedge fund in America combined. So I'll leave a link in the description below for that, and if you use code Tyson10, that'll get you 10% off. Go ahead and sub to this channel, and I'll see you on the next one.